Space Wolf Lounge.
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 Space Wolf Lounge. What's up? Space Wolf Lounge.
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 Space Wolf Lounge. What's up? Space Wolf Lounge.
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 Space Wolf Lounge. What's up? Space Wolf Lounge.
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 Space Wolf Lounge. What's up? Space Wolf Lounge.
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 Space Wolf Lounge. What's up? Space Wolf Lounge.
Yo, what is going on, guys? What is going on? I'm fucking tired. I've been up all night and went through a little stressful situation with my vaporizer, and yeah, I should have had an external charger for my batteries. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying not to go. I'm a little pissed right now. I'm just a little mad. But saw Spider-Man yesterday. It was a great fucking movie. Actually, I have some qualms. Not gonna lie, but we're gonna dig deep into this. This is a spoiler review of Spider-Man. Brand new day. Opening. This is my opening weekend review, as I like to call them, because I don't go to all the press screenings. Sometimes I go to fan screenings, early fan screenings. This one in particular was a press and fan screening. Got fucking intense in there. The fans was going crazy. I saw a lot of members of the press. I actually spoke to one guy. He was telling me about getting my press badge and different things like that. So that was pretty cool. But I saw the movie. Yeah, it was. It was good for what it was. Okay, like world building. World building and this new era of Spider-Man is actually interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually interesting to see Peter Parker, or to see Spider-Man all grown up. You know, the first three movies, I feel like it dealt with like his childhood and a lot of connections with friends and different things like that, and actually, you know, getting the girl that he wanted. Because poor Peter Parker, he never gets the girl that he really wants. Sometimes, but then they die or whatever. So that is so crazy when it happens. But I'm not going to go too heavy into spoilers, but this is my review. First of all, I'm going to give my rating. I'm not going to lie. It had me howling. I was enjoying with the crowd, making jokes, different things like that. It was fun. The tone of the movie kind of switched up. Dustin Daniel Cretton, perfect cinematic views of him flying down into the ether, different things like that, you know, like watching, like, watching all this crime and having to, like, just be Spider-Man 24/7. It had me enthralled. I'm not gonna lie, it had me really enthralled. I felt immersed in the movie till about maybe the beginning of the second act. The beginning of the second act, it started off strong, a little bit of action, little bit of the, like, back and forth between him and Sadie Sink. Spoiler alert, she's Jean Grey. Worst motherfucking kept secret ever. Worst kept secret ever. This guy right here, nah, they still kind of downplayed him. I don't like what they did with the Hulk. That's why it's losing points. I'm gonna give this. I gave it a higher rating last night, but I'm gonna give it a solid 4.0. It gets 4 howls. I was excited to see this new era. Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie, I was excited to see this new era, to see this new Peter Parker. Whoa. It's... Oh, we're smoking on Gary's cookie jar. I'll put a review up for that tomorrow. Maybe later on tonight. Yeah, man, I don't know. I liked it. Oh shit, today Friday. I thought today was Saturday, guys. Today is Friday. This is an indica dominant strand. I almost watched with a sativa, but I didn't see a sativa that I really liked. So, indica. I actually might get this again. This is pretty good. This is Gary's cookie jar. Yeah, pretty good. Something about it. I'm sorry. I'm about to get back into my Lupe Fiasco phase. Yeah, man. It was a good movie. It was a good movie. Let me not get lost in the sauce. It was a great movie. Great movie. I had fun with it, but beginning of the second act, the first act was perfect. He went from a year, from their first year to their last year, them coming back to New York, MJ and Ned coming back to New York. MJ and Ned coming back to New York. Him doing his whole little Peter Parker spy thing on them, which is kind of creepy. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just really like out of it. I stood up all night dealing with this problem. Had a little mini argument with my girlfriend, so I'm kind of stressed out about that. Well, I'm not stressed, but it's like relationships are hard. Relationships. That's all I can really say. Relationships are hard, and dealing with. It's like one of those things you wish you would have known 2 years ago or a year ago. Then you would have proceeded in a different manner, and that's exactly how I feel. If I would have known this at the things that is happening now, I'm not gonna put all our business out there, but the things that are happening now, I wish I would have known that ahead of time, because then I would have treated it differently, and I'm like, all right, listen. This is not going the way I thought it was going to go. So yeah, man. I feel like getting back to the movie, because I'm about to smoke some weed and I'm about to relax my mind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm all out of place right now. My chair's being an ass right now. But no, I want weed. Overall, I gave my rating 4.0. Still, that's a high rating for me. A low rating is 2.53. If I hit something with a 2.5, that means I did not like it. I liked it very little. Now, a low ass rating is this shit could suck ass. 0. But I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like I said, I have fun. I'm not gonna lie, I have fun. It was cool to see like his manifestation of the spider powers, but they didn't dig too deep into that. There's so much that they could have done and they should have, but they didn't. And it makes it feel. I'm on no sleep right now, bro. So like, I'm just like, please bear with me, guys. Please bear with me. So MJ, shouts out to Zendaya. I love her. She's so. I love Euphoria. I watch all of that. I watch most of her movies. I gotta catch up to the Dune movies. I didn't really do the Dune thing, but I do like Timothy. Oh shit! I do like Timothy Chalamet. I really do. So I have to check out the Dune movies. But for some reason, because I watched the original Dune movie that came out years ago, I watched it on re-release. I didn't watch it as it came out, but I watched it like maybe, I would say 15 years, maybe almost 20 years after it came out. But I loved it. I loved like the way they showed like the armor, and they were sword fighting, and it was pretty cool. I was like, holy shit, this shit is crazy. I'm about to read this book. So I audio booked it like I usually do. and it's a great fucking story. The Atreides and all the shit going on with the spice and all that. Yeah, that shit is interesting. And I don't know. I feel like Zendaya and Jacob Batalon. I feel like they wasn't like bringing that energy, and I guess it's because they're supposed to like feel like unfamiliar to him, and that does give like a, oh, this is kind of brand new. But then like I said, during that second act, during that transition to like, being locked into the movie, I didn't feel locked in. There was also some douchebag in front of me on his phone most of the time watching Instagram videos. I was looking like, yo, bro, I should just like pop you behind. I should smack your phone out your hand. Him and his Andrew Tate fake guys, they alphas. I didn't say nothing, but yeah, they just a whole bunch of bros, and I'm like, yo. It was one nice guy, and he said, he told the guy, he said, yo, put your phone down. There's somebody behind you, man. And even his other friends was like, yo, put your phone down, bro. But he just kept on with the phone up, the phone up, the phone up. I'm like, is he doing this because of me? Like, is he doing this in spite that I'm behind him? And I'm like, okay. But yeah, shouts out to that douchebag. I don't want to smoke this right now. What am I doing? I want to smoke some marijuana. So like I said, going into the second act, into the half, the midpoint of the movie, wasn't really feeling it. Kind of got a little distorted. Went knee deep into my dinner and my snacks, and what could I say? It felt like a misplaced movie a little bit. It was a good movie, don't get me wrong. It was a good movie, and I'm about to get to my highlights of the movie. These are my qualms. These are my cons. I just feel like I feel like they like really didn't put effort into this. It's like it felt like they were, oh, we here again, we doing this role again. Okay, cool. Like, not for Tom Holland, because Tom Holland, he all about the Spider-Man. So, he was good. Sadie Sink was good. Getting into more of the pros now. I'm saving my main pro for the end of the movie, for the end of the review. Like I said, Zendaya, I'm not shitting on them. They both great actors. Jacob Batalon and Zendaya, both great actors. But it felt like the part that the piece. God damn it! I'm sorry, guys. I'm on no sleep right now. The unfamiliarity of it all just kind of took me out of the movie, cause I'm so used to, like, maybe that was kind of like a move by the writers to make you feel like a little disconnected from it. But then when you start hearing the shit that he wants to say to her, and like, other shit that happens Other things that happen in the course of the second to third act, then you start feeling it, and you're like, oh, okay, that's what that was. But it kind of it threw me off. It really threw me off. It threw me for a loop. So I was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? So, because Sadie Sink took over the body, and I don't want to spoil the whole movie. This is like a spoiler-ish review. Jean Grey, one of my biggest pros. Jean Grey, like, I really want to see what they're gonna do with this X-Men team. This X-Men team has to be unlike any other. It has to be unlike any other, because first of all, you cannot take Chris Claremont's writing, which has already been used and abused. They used that shit millions of times already. You cannot take Chris Claremont's writing and go right back to Dark Phoenix. That you can't do that. It's not, no. Like, I hope, because Josh the Nerd, shouts out to the Dens of Nerds, shouts out to them. The Den of Nerds, shouts out to them. Shouts out to Josh. We named twinsies. He was saying it like, you know, like, you've done the Phoenix saga. Don't do that again. Like, stop. Do something new. Do, like, you know, I know he wanted to pop. He wants to pop Marvel, but I want to hit them hard. Like, I'm about to make the fam the naughty. I'm not even gonna speak too much on that. We're gonna be a group of fans that go to Marvel with ideas, and of course we'll get paid for that. We have to get paid for that. These are writers, creatives, people that are into this space. The fam the naughty. Sadie Sink in the sink. Shouts out to PMI. Sadie Sink in the sink. Yeah, so she was great. Yeah, this shit's getting me really hard. She was great. Great acting. The writing was perfect for her. She delivered every line perfectly. You only expect A class from A class. She's top dollar. You know, that Stranger Things money, that Stranger Things feel kicked in. So, yeah. And it was also crazy, like, seeing her do, like, the 11. Like, she's, like, the ultimate 11 now. It's funny how, like, shouts out to Millie Bobby Brown, but it's funny how Millie Bobby Brown, like, Sadie Sink about to glow. With this X-Men shit, she about to glow up. You feel me? She about to glow it up. So yeah, that's just it's just funny. It's funny because you know, when she first got to that show, I automatically knew, like, okay, that girl is gonna be a star. Like, I felt that off of Sadie Sink. I felt that off of her. I loved her performance as Max. R.I.P. Billy. R.I.P. Billy. He's up there. He's up there in America heaven. Yeah, like she played that. She played that. What the fudge? What the fudge? There's alerts going off. Notifications. I'm being notified of some alerts. Someone is communicating with me right now through the interwebs. But alright. Yeah, so her acting, the writing was good. They I guess they took, what? They probably talked to Sean Levy, and Sean Levy was probably there. He probably showed up to set. If you guys don't know, her and Sean Levy, they have like a special bond, and the times that, cause when it's funny, like they got on the show together, so they were there day one together. Their day one was with each other. And Billy and like a couple other people. So yeah, it's like I just want to see what they're going to do with this X-Men team. This X-Men team has to be phenomenal. It has to be phenomenal. But I can say one thing. Nothing that I expected happened in this movie. It was certain things that I knew was going to happen just because of leaks and stuff like that. But nothing played out the way I thought it was going to play out. And the ending was kind of spoiled for me. Somebody said they figured it out. And like 5 minutes into the movie, I was like, oh my god, I know exactly what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen. So, yeah. So okay, so she spoiler alert, she went upstate at the end of the movie, right? We're gonna just talk about X-Men for a second, because the best part of the movie to me is coming up, and I think you guys know who it is. Charles Xavier had to feel that psychic wave. Emma Frost had to feel that psychic wave. If these characters are born in the 616, I'm going to just say this. If there is a Emma Frost that is in 616, if there is a Charles Xavier, if there is a mastermind, if nobody knows what mastermind is, that is Magneto's low-level telepath. They all felt that psychic wave. She lets off a big psychic wave, and that's not really a spoiler. They show that in the trailer. So other telepaths had to feel that fucking, because I study metaphysics, I study quantum physics. If a vibration of that magnitude expels out of someone, like it literally, whoever wrote this, they study metaphysics. They had to study some type of metaphysics. And I'm not talking about a comic book. That shit, the way they explain The way they explain telepathy and telekinesis and things of that nature, because they called her special. They didn't call her a mutant. They didn't call her enhanced. They called Spider-Man enhanced before they called Jean Grey enhanced. They said she's special. Now, she's stronger than her sister, which everybody, that's a like a main spoiler that, you know, like I said, they bringing back that Chris Claremont, which I met him at Artist Alley in New York Comic Con 2 years ago. Was it a year ago? No, it was a year ago. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. Wait, did I go October? Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta buy my Comic Con ticket. I'm only going for one day. I'm not. I just want to see like certain panels. I want to see the Lanterns panel. Hopefully they do a Lanterns panel over here. And a couple of things. But like I said, all these telepaths, Charles, Emma Frost, Mastermind, what's her name? It's another, not Emma, Psylocke. They all had to feel that. All of them. Not just one, not just, and right there, they could have had a cameo. They could have had, I forgot she was a YouTube personality. I can't think of her name. She actually got to play Psylocke in the First Class era, the third Apocalypse movie. Yes, they could have got her and just let her be a stand-in. They could have called her up like, "Yo, we need you as a stand-in. Your face is not gonna be really shown, but we need you as a Psylocke stand-in." Could have had her in Jersey or in Connecticut on a roof, like, "I feel a psychic wave." That's it. That's it. And then it cuts to somebody in a chair. I feel a psychic wave. Move on. Come on, 3 cameos. It could have been Charles, Emma Frost, and Psylocke. Come on. Or at least Charles. Perfect. You want to write Chris Claremont? If anybody in New York was to feel that psychic wave, it would be Emma Frost and Charles. Why is she heading upstate? She had to reach out and found the professor. Like, "Gene, hear me. I hear your thoughts." This is all comic book stuff. This is all in the comics. So, I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They could have had those cameos. They wasted precious film time when they could have had cameos. And it's like, Kevin Feige keeps on doing this. It's like, I don't mind you doing it simple. But if you're gonna introduce one X-Men, one measly little X-Men, and then a Spider-Man, come on, bro. Like, come on. I would not be wearing an Infinity Gauntlet snapback. Shouts out to BioWorld. Yeah, this is gone. I gotta clean this shit. Gotta re-clean it. Shouts out to BioWorld. Shouts out to Forbidden Planet. Love those guys. Always go there. On East 12th Street, in this fine New York areas. Um, um, yeah, I just wanted to see a little bit more, which is why I was kind of disappointed. That's why it doesn't get a full 5 for me. And that's it. Next time. Okay, yeah, my favorite part of the movie was the Punisher, of course. John Bernthal as the Punisher, just hands down the best thing ever in the Spider-Man movie. Shouts out to Julian. You was right. They're gonna put Spider-Man in a Punisher movie. They have to. He's gonna curse. He's a little bit older now. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck, Frank?" I can't wait for it. I can't wait for Spider-Man to show up in a Punisher movie, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Oh, I want Spider. Now I want Spider-Man in a Deadpool movie. He's gonna be like, "Yo, you can't do that. You can't just kill people." Yeah, yes, I can. I'm Deadpool. Dead is in the name. They die. I'm a pool. And you're a cutie. Frenzies. This nigga Ryan. Yo, Ryan Reynolds is gonna OD on him, Tom Holland. Yo, that shit's gonna be funny. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see Deadpool and Spider-Man. Or Spider-Man and Deadpool. Like, that's what they should do. They should, like, flip it around. Like, you know. No, it's Spider-Man and Deadpool. No, it's Deadpool and Spider-Man. No, it's Spider-Man and Deadpool. No, it's... Listen. And then it just breaks open, and then it's like, listen, I'm a bigger hero than you. I have 4 movies. He's like, well, this is my 4th. This is my 4th movie. I'm not writing for you, Marvel, unless you pay me some big bucks. I could write for you, but nah, I'm good. I would be comedy gold. Or maybe platinum. Comedy platinum. Yeah, so John Bernthal killed it. He killed it. Oh yeah, and seeing Aunt May, I'm not gonna lie, I shed a tear for Marissa Tomei. I shed a tear for her. Aunt May got those 2 tears. Cause I don't know why, but when I see her, I think about the old Aunt May from Toby's. I don't know why, but it's like, yo, if those ladies die, I would be tight too. You know, I'm close to my G-Ma. I love her to death. You know, that's my G-Ma. She the gem of my life. And I said that at her 85th birthday. She is the gem of my life. Like, if I won $1 million right now, she would have the best care. I don't care if I go broke. I would make sure, like, she lives as long as she could. I would not even think about it. I would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to keep her alive as long as they can. I mean, right now she's having like hemoglobin issues and stuff like that, but you know, I don't really dig too deep into it, but yeah. Yeah, man. That Marissa Tomei, perfect. She came back for those reshoots of the after she said "what the fuck" in the first movie. And it's already canon. He already said fuck in the second movie. Even though you guys blurted it out, which you could have kept it. I don't know why you didn't keep it. You could have had one fuck. Tom Holland says fuck Disney. All right, he says fuck. He's married to Zendaya, and he's a grown man. He's not your play toy. Or maybe he is. I mean, what would you do for millions of dollars? That's basically what the industry is, and I love it. I love the industry. I would not have all this merchandise if I did not love the industry. But okay, yeah. Getting back to John Bernthal, I feel like I'm going on a tangent because I'm tired, but I feel like he's this once in a lifetime character, and there's a couple. Chadwick Boseman, of course, R.I.P. Tony Stark, of course, well, not R.I.P. but Robert Downey Jr., Chadwick Boseman. You see that character. You don't see the actor. And somebody had, one of the people that I follow brought this up yesterday. Shouts out to Double Toasted. You see the character. You do not see the actor anymore. Like when he played, not James Brown. Was it James Brown? Nah, it wasn't James Brown. It was the other one. Jackie Robinson. When Chadwick Boseman played Jackie Robinson, I did not see Chadwick Boseman. I saw Jackie Robinson. Like, he's playing this role so well. Given little books and historical facts and stuff like that, and I think he read all of that because he was that type of guy. Like Chadwick spoke 6 different languages. He was he was fluent in Swahili and a couple other languages. He was a MMA fighter for a while. He's proficient in martial arts. Chadwick was a god. That's why you can't have a black king. We made $1 billion out here. You know how if Chadwick would have lived, you know how many billions he would have brought in? That man would have been rich. Off the back end, he would have been multi-billionaire. But I digress. That's none of my business. Whoa. Oh, is that shit charged? Is it telling me is it telling me it's fully charged? Okay. But yeah, man, like he's the Punisher, bro. I cannot see him as any other character right now. I mean, he was funny, he was aggressive. He was funny, aggressive, just all around lovable character. He was the glue of the film. John Bernthal was the glue of the film. His Punisher shined so hard that I wish they would have shot a scene with him, Michael Mann, I think his name is. I'm not a pro. I'm just a novice trying to learn. Well, I would be an adapt right now. I'm just an adapt trying to learn. Yeah, man, it was interesting. It was interesting to see how he interacted with Peter, because him and Tom are friends. They've been on like Hot Ones together, all that. So yeah, to see them interact and to see them like bring out their real friendship on screen, that just made the movie. Like, it was a part, spoilers, it was a part where he was like, what are you doing here? And then, Punisher's like, yo, She told me to come look after you. And he's like, what? He's like, I told you to look after her. He's like, wait a minute. She actually said that? And he's like, what are you, blushing, Daffodil? You over there blushing? Told you we're lying. And he's like, Frank, shut up. And then he like thrips away or whatever. So that was perfect. Like, cause if you see them on Hot Ones, if you see them in interviews, they really do have that like brotherly, like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, oh, you shut the fuck up. You know, like that brotherly, kind of feel to them. So yeah, man, it was great. It was great. It was a great movie. John Bernthal shined. Sadie Sink shined. Tom Holland shined. And you know what's crazy about that? Now, almost at the end, like, no, not almost at the end of the movie. Leading into like the third act, they show Zendaya by herself holding the necklace that he got her, right? Now, she says, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's crazy because if she remembers, spoiler alert. Like I said, this is spoilerish because it's still opening weekend. Even though the embargo's up, I could spoil it. Not spoil it, but I could tell major details. Like I said, it's a good Spider-Man movie. I'll put it like that. It's a good Spider-Man movie. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed my dinner and my snacks. And yeah, like I have no complaints. I could go back and watch that right now, which I might watch it next week. Because of what happened. Yeah, I'm not supposed to say that. Why would I? Alright. I might go see it again. But yeah, it's just, to me, it's funny because, oh my god. Zone out. I'm about to get like a what do they call that? A transition, and it says zone out. Yeah. So like I said, John Bernthal, Sadie Sink, they shine. Tom Holland shine. Zendaya and Jason. They was good. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's just I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling their characters because they're supposed to have this like nuance, and I just wasn't feeling it. It's like, bro, these are your friends. Come on, man. You should have ordered once they moved back to New York. He should have been like, yo, what's good? Like yo, I've been meaning to tell you this for 4 years. Whatever. You know why you think of Spider-Man? Because I used to be your friend. And we used to hang out together, and I dated you, and whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should have been like more quirky, and they try to put like this drama spin. If I could dig a little deep, they try to put this drama spin to it, and it didn't feel like it was. It felt like disingenuous, and I tried to like I said, I kind of zoned out. Like I zoned out into my snacks and my dinner, and I'm like, oh, I'm just eating, and then I look back up and it's like, huh? Like they're kissing, and then like the whole like tonal shift from the end of the first act leading into the second act just didn't catch me. I got kind of lost. And then like Sadie Sink, like they messed up a little bit of hers, but it just like I'm not even gonna say that because she was one of the better parts, and I think they kind of gave. I think this was a writing issue, well, not really a writing issue, but I believe like it was the writer's fault. Not I keep on saying like in a negative way. No, it was the lesser role that MJ and Ned played. Yeah, I feel like because they played a lesser role, because it wasn't like that friendly, like, oh, yo, Peter, you gotta save him, like that. I like that part of the first three movies, so yeah, that kind of like took me out of it a little bit, and like I said, I'm willing to see it again. It was a great movie. Ow! 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 So yeah, it gets 4 howls. 4 howls out of 5. I was having fun. John Bernthal kept me super invested. Tom Holland kept me invested. Him going through the puberty and he made like some technology. It's like that was Peter Parker. That was some Spider-Man shit, man. You know. I wonder if they're gonna do Parker Tech. If they do Parker Tech, that means we could actually get a fucking Penny Parker. Well, we already have one, but I mean, Sony would do that. They would just put Penny in there. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get a Penny. Let's get this robot suit. The end credit scene, that kind of threw me off because I thought it was gonna be like a Secret Wars kind of thing, and I guess it was, but it didn't feel right. Oh, another spider detected, like the arachno frequency. I don't know. It was another Spider-Man's coming to their universe. How is that gonna happen? An incursion? They already came. I guess that was an incursion because of the spell. So yeah, another incursion happened. Yo, if the X-Men kill Tom Holland, like Peter Parker, that would be crazy. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, that would be crazy. I'll be tight. I'll be like severely tight. Like, yo, why y'all killed him? Like, here, Wolverine, I got the adamantium bullet right here. Bling. Charles, I'm gonna take over your mind. Colossus, I'm gonna melt you down. Morph, I'm gonna get you stuck in your teleportation. Beast, bro, I'm gonna have to lock you up, bro. I'm gonna have to just put you in a cage, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a cage built for you. You have to do that for him, because if not, if you put him in a regular cage, he's gonna escape. The Beast, you have to cage him with like mathematical shit, and yeah, technological and mathematical, which he can't escape. He could do one or the other. It'll be simple, but to do both at the same time, he'll probably figure it out, and then I'll have like reroutes to lock him up again. But yeah, this X team needs to be fantabulous, fucking fantabulous, and I want to see it. It's like a pimp named Slickback. I gotta see the whole thing. I gotta see a dope ass young X-Men team. That's what I want to see. Some fly ass Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman. You know, get that guy with the wings. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Beast. You got Hank McCoy. I want to see that. I want to see those characters. I want to see a 616. Like, yo, this is. I've been here for years. I'm Charles Xavier. I want to see that. And you know what? If they get, oh, that would be kind of intuitive. That would be counterproductive. Yeah, that would be really counterproductive. I just want to see a good team. Sadie Sink is a good Jean Grey. I feel the Jean Grey coming out of her. I feel that presence. Like I felt with Funky. And, you know. But yeah, it was a great movie. I had fun. I had, as the Punisher would say, a shit ton of fun. John Bernthal, just amazing. Amazing talent. Tom Holland, amazing talent. Zendaya, Jason Batalon, amazing talents. The whole movie was designed to give you a nostalgia headache. That's what it was designed for. It was designed to give you a nostalgia headache with a simplistic Spider-Man story, but also a growing of the universe and a growing of the timeline and where this Earth is at, where the amazing, you know. So, and it's kind of crazy because, oh, I hope they do that. I hope they like not age them up, but like I hope they do like the young, because there's a time that the young team of X-Men, they get transported to the future, and they get to be involved with the X-Men of the present. So, you know, so that was kind of cool. I read a little bit of that comic. That was kind of fucking cool, and I enjoyed that comic because it was like a retro, you know, a retro kind of like futurism kind of thing, because you had like the old X-Men like, hey, you know, like good morning, and they're like, dude, chill out, like you can say hi, like, you know, like, because you know the original X-Men was in the 60s, so you know this group of X-Men that got transported to the future, they were acting still like they were in the 60s, so it was kind of cool. And it was also cool to see Beast as a human, like in his human form. He's one of my favorite characters. I bet you if I ask my mom's, matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna be like, do you know who is my favorite Marvel character? I want to see if she knows. Yeah, man. I want to see if my mom knows. I'm gonna bring my mom on the show. This is gonna be very interesting. Let me call this up. I did not mean to do that. I think she's getting off of work now. Uh, like I said, they better just bring it. Kevin Feige better bring it, man. That's all I know. Once again, shouts out to Dusha LaRusk. Putting his phone up the whole fucking time I was watching the movie. Yeah, man, that's about it. That's a good hour. I just, like I said, I wanted to see a little bit more. It was good, but I wanted to see a little bit more. I was expecting more, and yeah, it just kind of went nowhere. Actually, should have called it Nowhere Home. Nah, I'm stop. But yeah, man, I'll probably come back on probably later tonight. I'm probably gonna be up till like I'm probably gonna be asleep until like 8 o'clock, probably maybe 9 o'clock. But I'm sorry, this eat juice is spilling. Um, yeah, man, I enjoyed the movie. I really did. I really did. But I have a lot of cons. I have more cons than pros, and that's not good. But once again, I will watch it on a second view. Maybe on a second viewing, different audience. Maybe I will have a different perspective, which I think I'm gonna try to see like a later showing of the movie, so I can get more involved into the movie. Maybe there was like I said, there were certain beats that I just fell off, and yeah. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't feel like playing games right now. My brain is on 1,000. My brain is on 1,000 right now. Oh, here we go. Let's see if she gets it right. It's my mom. Hey, mom. How you doing? You're on live right now, so I have a question for you. I want to see, because I was telling my fans, I want to see if you know who is my favorite Marvel superhero.
It's not Wolverine, is it?
No, it's an X-Men. You're in the right area, but I'll give you one more shot.
Dr. Xavier?
No, it's not Professor X. It's Beast.
Oh, Beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my favorite character. But yeah, I just want to know if you was gonna get it right. But you were in the wheelhouse. You were the X-Men. Yeah, that's my favorite team. All right. I just wanted to do that real quick. All right. I got some stuff to tell you, but I'll call you later and tell you.
Okay.
All right. Say bye to the chat.
Later.
Later. There you go. She was in the right wheelhouse. At least she knows I like the X-Men. Wolverine is my second favorite, but Beast, man, that's my guy. That's my guy. She was in the right wheelhouse, though. I underestimated her a little bit. I underestimated my mom's a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna say like, "Oh, Doctor Strange, right? You like Doctor Strange?" I was about to be like, "No, it's not my favorite character." But yeah, I love me some Hank McCoy, man. I seen this crazy ass like Hot Toys that I want from him. Oh my god, it's crazy. It's basically like, because there's this picture which I might actually just 3D print it myself. I'm thinking about getting a 3D printer, guys. I want to start fabricating stuff. It's like him jumping, but then he has like different suits on. So it's that picture, but it's a hot toy, and I'm like, I want that. It's 200 and I think it's 300 and something now. Inflation. But when I first saw it, it was like $270, $50. But I was like, yo, I want that memorabilia. But yeah, man. It was a good movie. I was a little disappointed. I didn't get enough X-Men. I didn't get that. I didn't get that X-Men scratch like I really thought I was, and they didn't even say mutant. They didn't say mutant. They didn't call her a mutant. Why they didn't call? They called her special. Like, what's going on here? I don't know. I don't know. But I see she's gonna have the Phoenix, and yeah. Sadie Sink was pretty good as Jean Grey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I had some reservations. I had some like really deep reservations about it at first. Like, Sadie Sink? Jean Grey? But yeah. All in all, it was a good movie. Well, guys, this has been my Spider-Man opening weekend review. This will be up on the YouTube later on. Nope. There we go. As I always say, may God be with you, and thwip. Let me stop. And peace.